Alrighty, so, there's a mod that got brought to my attention the other day, one that I was doing a few years ago, but then my hard drive died and I lost interest, as you do. You lose all your shit, and I forgot about it. Now, I'm going to call it Build Your Own Army. Right? Now that got a few views, that video, and a lot of people commented on it, and I think what they believed was that you could build your own army in the game. Right? Not exactly. I'm nowhere near that sort of modder. I am quite a don't work hard, work smarter sort of person. That's the way I am in life. So the idea of this entire mod with build your own army is, right now there's only one because I just started it, but there'd be like a shit ton of presets right here, right? So the idea would be to come into the creation kit and you've got all these presets already made for you, these classes, and I'll take inspiration from like For Honor, for like, I'll call it the Warden, when it's like I think the Warden's a two-handed sword dude, you know, like a heavy armored two-handed sword, and then whatever kind of other classes there are that kind of represent in that game, that would kind of the feel for. So you've got your common soldier, if you want to make a shit tons of them, then you've got your hero sort of characters and stuff like that you want to do. So the idea of it would be simply like, you want to create 15 soldiers, right? You come in, click on this guy, you go, let's change his name to, say my name is Bazza. Bazza, Soldier 1. Right? That's all you need to do. And then, simply, I'll mark this in the description, and if I can find it, there we go. And you basically create your character. So what race do you want him to be? You know, this tag is Imperial straight up, so it could be, I'll just go Imperial, we'll go weight 70, give it a voice, male brute, male brute, we'll go 100 then. Right, opposite gender, you can do that if you want, walk like a girl or walk like a bloke. They've got no choice of the orcs since they have the same behaviour files as the males do, and you come in and you customise them, right? You just come in here and you customise your character the way you want it to look. Fucking facial hair, right? Make him look 40 or 50 if you want. Go into the Imperial names, or create your own names if you want, but you're going to write out names if the sort of thing that I do. Go male. Is that male? Jesus. There we go. Boom. And boom. See? You've created your very first soldier. My bad. So he's already got the perks for a soldier, right? He's got like, this is just the basic sort of stuff that shows they're trained. They're trained in one hand, so yeah, one hand, two hand, shield, light armor. That's heavy right there. Sorry, my bad. One hand, heavy armor, shield, light armor, two-handed, and bow. So it's just a common soldier, something like that. And then I'll create like shit tons of other perks of classes that are inspired from all sorts of different things. Something like that. And let me show you real quick what I'm talking about. What do I mean by build your own army? Now this is kind of the idea. I make a lot of followers in my battles, and you know, like when I'm trying to like tell stories or at least have gigantic battles, having just levelless soldiers behind me is kind of pointless. When they die, you don't really care, and they disappear. Like, they're meaningless. They're purely and utterly meaningless. They're actual numbers. Where the followers that I create, just the endless amounts of followers, they have names, and I've created them, so they feel personal to me. And when I lose them, it sucks. And they end up right in front of me. At least the Imperial ones do. These are the Imperial graves. But, you know, I've got 130 plus of these dudes on the Imperial side. I think only 30 on the Stormcloak. But we're going to teleport the imps to us. There's me. There's a house Carl or two. Yep. Now, this is kind of the idea, right? Endless amounts of followers. As you can see, a lot of them share the same sort of preset. And that is the soldier preset. The heavy armor, shield. You get the archer over there. What are they looking at, dude? What the fuck? And you've got even light soldiers, medium armor, light armor, and a sword and shield. You got a battle mage or a sorcerer over there. Another archer. And that's kind of the idea of it. The idea is to have these endless amounts of soldiers. Mine are a little bit different because, as you can see, they all have different textures. Look, that's looks like mature skin, and that one's Benjin skin, and they use different CB and UMP presets. Don't do it much for the males because I'm not really into the whole dude sort of thing. But they've all got variety. They've all got names. That's actually a vanilla character. They've all got names and their own little stories and their own little personal thing. And when they die, you know, it means something to me because I made them and they've got names and a unique face. So it kind of makes them a lot more personalised when I go into gigantic battles. I will take like levelsless characters in with me, right? I'll take them with me. But yeah, they're there to die, essentially. These guys are too. But they add some meaning to death. You know, when you're fighting in battles, you look at a pretty face. You know, even this chick right here, who's kind of an old character, and you think, oh, man, I've lost her. She's gone. And then she ends up buried here with the rest of these dudes. Yeah, so it adds a lot more personalization when it comes to building your own army. Instead of having 15 or 20 just random Imperial soldiers, Stormcloak soldiers with all the same faces and all the same meaningless crap, you'll now have your own army to build. You know, from warriors to archers to mages, and then the specialised sort of units, like I said, I want to mess around and maybe add like a warden class where they're two-handed sword users and they're heavy armoured, and you'll get things like that. And mixes between things. I don't know. That's kind of the idea of it. So you go into the creation kit and you'll just copy or open up a preset or one you've already made and give it a new ID tag and give it a new name and change its voice, change its face, change its race, create an entirely different person out of any of the classes that you want that might suit their needs, or even make your own little stories. Like all these dudes. It's this one right here. Her last name was Flamehill, right? And I gave her an enchanted sword called Flame Wrath. Wraith. And her own, look, didn't actually give her a story, but see, that's her name, Flamehilt. She had her own little story. Yeah, the family name was from the sword, and this and that, and blah blah blah. And you're able to customize things a lot more and have a little bit more of a personalized story, and that's the whole entire point of Build Your Army. But you're not going to just go up to an NPC in game, go, hey, I want a new soldier, then boom, they appear out of nowhere. That's not the point of this mod. It is to make it easy for people that don't know how to use the creation kit, and I'll show them exactly when, if I release the mod, if I get it done, a tutorial on how simple and how easy it can be. It could take you less than a minute to make 3 followers. You know, place them in the world and boom, it's ready to go. Easy as. Anyway, that's kind of the idea of this mod. If people are interested and this video gets a bit of traction for it, then I'll definitely get into it. But if not, I'm not going to waste my time again, because the last time I did this shit, my hard drive died. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if this is something you're interested in and you're someone that doesn't really use the creation kit and you want to build your own personalized armies. Anyway, like I said, let me know in the comments. Now, sorry, I'm back. The idea of like specialized classes like the Warden from For Honor. Now, from For Honor, they're known as like the most honourable knights. They're two-handed, heavy armoured knights, and they're just absolutely brutal when it comes down to it, right? So that's the whole entire idea of this. Like, you could have your common soldier, but then you could have like a warden, like the sort of person you'd expect leading this group. You know, the sort of like hero that you'd have take by your side to fight dragons that stands a chance of kicking some serious ass because they are built like a warden. They've got the heavy armor perks, the max armor perks, max two-handed perks. These guys will, you know, on their own, if you play a pretty easy playing Skyrim, they will be your they'll be your protector, your guardian, your everything. Yeah, these are the sort of characters where it's like you want to name them Sir Loris Gay, Sir Limworth, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And yeah, these kind of like the whole idea of that warden. These guys will kick absolute ass. They'll sweep their swords. They're conditioned to wear heavy armor. They won't slow down. They're an absolute powerhouse with a two-handed sword. As you can see right here, where's Deep Wounds? Thought I added it. There it is. Deep Wounds is the max perk for your two-handed sword perk. So I think Skull Crusher is your hammer, and Limb Splitter is your axe. So this is designed before the Warden sort of basic style. And I even did like AI things like feel heartily so they'll never cower away like a Warden never would, and no crime helps allies. I don't know, like I don't know. You might want to build armies that oppose each other, because you might be like me and you might play multiple different characters where you play one character the enemy of another character, and you chuck those followers factions together and they have a massive all-out fight. But that's kind of the idea of the specialised sort of characters you might want to spawn. You might create 5 Wardens and be like, yep, that's pretty cool, I like that, I'm going to leave it that way. And then you've got 5 Wardens and you might have 20 or so soldiers that, you know, that are slightly not as well trained. Like, the idea right here is to level them up the player, and then I might give them 45, because they've got perks of 40, I'm pretty sure. Didn't actually do that on the last one either. Civil War Soldier. That's a little bit too much. Maybe like 35. I think I gave them perks of 40. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. 100%. That'll still make them tough. But like, I do forget this, since I gotta always remake this sort of stuff. But that's the great thing about doing videos, is that it always forces me to double check. Boom. And as we see, when transition's over, we've got block, archery, yuck. Two-handed, one-handed. No, that shouldn't work. Why is it doing that? Why does it... That doesn't make any sense. Why is one-handed the max? If you're a two-handed warrior, does that even change? No, it doesn't. Either way, I don't care. It might be just my game. But it shouldn't have block, and it shouldn't have archery, and it shouldn't have one-handed. But that'd be the whole idea of the character. Anyway, cheers for watching, and like I said before I was meant to abruptly finish this video, let me know in the comments if there's something you're interested in. I'm out of here.